story is what college athletics should be, an opportunity that was turned into greatness. Coming out of high school in Jefferson City, Brent eventually turned his focus from football to running and competing in track and field. Even then, however, his high school numbers weren't college-level numbers. Chip Malmstrom and Phil Pitts, Brent's high school coaches at Jefferson City Alliance, was what Brent called relentless on building up his self-esteem to see the potential that he had, but Brent just couldn't see it at the time. Coach Malmstrom encouraged Brent to visit UCM and Coach Kip Janvern to ask about walking on in the Mules program. The chance that Coach Janvern and Peterson gave to Brent would change his life and eventually would add to the legacy of Mules Track and Field history. It didn't start that well as Brent fought injuries his freshman year, but the belief that his high school coaches had instilled in him and the training and work with UCM college coaches and teammates would pay off big time after that. Brent says his favorite memory at UCM would be his sophomore season at the NCAA Division II Outdoor Championships. Mules finished third, and Brent would place third in the decathlon, one of 8 All-American honors in his career. Vogel said it was at that moment that made him realize the progress he had made personally inspired him to do even greater things in the future. All of that would come true for him in the final 3 years of his career and would result in a pair of individual national championships and numerous other athletic and academic honors. Brent is grateful and thankful for the coaches we had mentioned earlier and for the countless hours that Coach Janvern and Peterson, along with assistant coaches Robert Nuni, Yuri Levinsky, and Tim Wunderlich gave him. Plus all of his teammates that pushed him to be better, and says he would have never achieved any of the goals that he set without their encouragement. Brent says that to his family, he wants to pay thanks for believing in his dreams, supporting his decision to walk on and go for it. His mom Edna for sitting quietly and praying as always. His dad Michael for recording every moment and shouting with no shame. His brother Lucas for being an inspiration by simply how he lives. Brent would go on to get back to the UCM program by volunteering his time to help coach for a brief period. He eventually would go to Missouri S&T as an assistant coach and interim head coach for a short time. It was in Rolla that Brent would meet his future wife, Rachel, and they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary December 16th. Rachel is currently a physician assistant school. Brent is now focused on healthcare as a long-term career and is currently an associate sales representative for Stryker Corporation in the sports medicine division. Let's enjoy this video for more on Brent Vogel.
Not every future national track and field champion graduates from high school with collegiate athletic scholarship offers. While Brent Vogel was a successful high school athlete, he joined the University of Central Missouri track and field program without significant multi-event experience and without a scholarship.
Brent was a walk-on athlete. He was not highly recruited, but he knew he wanted to be a multi-eventer. As I started spending some time with him in the training process and realized how dedicated he was going to be as an athlete, that got me more excited. And obviously he became a scholarship athlete right away and did a lot of phenomenal things.
Success in the decathlon and heptathlon requires speed, strength, endurance, and the rare ability to excel at a wide array of events. What Vogel lacked in experience, he made up for in determination.
Brent was a true student of the sport. He learned everything he could about his body to be the best he could be, and he learned everything he could about the events.
Competing with and learning from great teammates fueled Vogel's rise to excellence. Darius Walker and Sean Boss were among the outstanding UCM track and field student athletes who made the Mules a multi-event powerhouse.
A lot of Brent's success came because of Darius Walker. So Darius Walker was a national champion in the same events ahead of him. They did workouts together, they worked hard together to get better, and then as Brent's events improved and he got to the level where he was one of the best, it was pretty phenomenal.
Both the men and women's side, we had at least 3, potentially up to 5 All-Americans in a given year. I competed against 2 national champions, so each practice was a mini competition. And then you have a coach who went to the Olympics, and Kip Janvern, Tucker Woolsey in the throws, Kirk Peterson in the distance, and we'd all get a little better because someone else got better and we had to keep up.
In addition to great coaching and All-American teammates, Vogel's discipline and goal setting were key to his track and field success.
In his room, he had a board of his goals, what he wanted to score in the decathlon, becoming a national champion. As a teammate, he was pretty much an inspiration, a guy you can look up to for other teammates.
Vogel's dedication made him an 8-time All-American and led to recognition as the 2013 USTFCCCA National and Regional Indoor Field Athlete of the Year. In the 2011 outdoor season, Vogel won the national championship in the decathlon, but it was another performance Coach Janman remembers as his greatest multi-event moment.
Well, one of Brent's biggest accomplishments was the indoor national meet his senior year in the heptathlon, and he broke the national record. So here's a guy that started as a walk-on and eventually became a national champion and a national record holder. You know, I was just proud to be his coach that day.
Vogel's accomplishments in his sport were accompanied by outstanding achievements in his academic endeavors. The biology major was a 4-time MIAA Scholar Athlete, a 4-time MIAA Academic Honor Roll member, and those honors were just the beginning.
Well, the Ken B. Jones Award is an award that's given to the outstanding student athlete in the MIAA conference. You know, Brent was not only a student of track and field, but he was a student in the classroom as well. He was very dedicated in everything he did. For him to get that award, that's the pinnacle. I'd say that's even better than being a national champion.
His amazing journey from walk-on to 2-time national champion makes Brent Vogel's entry into the UCM Athletic Hall of Fame a well-deserved crowning achievement.
You know, he was the ultimate team guy, and he made us better all the way around.
Brent did want me to express thanks for the experiences he had here at UCM and says that we should never take for granted what opportunities athletic provides for young adults to develop personally. Let's welcome to the UCM Athletic Hall of Fame, Brent Vogel.